We dedicate this episode to Lee Thompson, a overall good person who just enjoyed chilling with friends and having fun. Condolences to the family, and may your legacy live forever. What's going on, people? This is your boy DJ A-Ron alongside my brother, as always, Cornbread, episode 228 of the A Squared podcast, man. Back to have another one with you guys. Happy to be here, man. I am DJ A-Ron again. Cornbread, what's good with you, homeboy? What's new?
Hey, rest in peace and go Colts, bro. That's all I gotta say.
It's a lot of that happening.
You know, with the Colts winning, yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, well,
no, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, we'll get into that a little later.
That's it.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit later.
What up, man?
Man, living the dream, man. Things are starting to get really busy. This is my busy time right now. You know, when school kicks off, and then you have the students are back, football is back. So I've been doing some events again for Illini again. So I'm back to being happy with being with them again. So I'm excited for this season.
Congratulations! Don't look over that, bro. That's a huge win, bro.
For sure, yeah, man. I'm excited. We're still building this up, man. This club annex is very dope concept. Where the recruits come in, they wearing the outfits, they're, they getting hype, I'm playing the music for them. It's fun, man. The parents are there having a good time. It's a party, you know what I mean? So it's a great time, and I'm definitely happy to be back.
And this is only for recruits that can show up to this, or can the public or anything like that?
Just the recruits and the parents.
Okay, I got
That's
you.
it.
I don't want somebody listening to it like, oh snap, I want to support and try to show up. You know what I'm saying? Where's security?
You might get shot.
Okay,
that's it.
All right.
Memorial Stadium for a reason.
All right, so a little exclusive event.
Don't do that, but exclusive, and it's very dope for the recruits to come out. Like I'm meeting 5-star recruits, bro. Like I'm having conversations with them. They telling me about. I'll give you all a little quick story. So there was this kid that came in, a student athlete, and I was just having a conversation with him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I just came from Oregon, had a good time out there." I was like, "Yeah," Oregon, Nike. Yeah. So how did that work out? What happened? He was like, "Man, it was a great visit." He said they ain't have no DJ, but you get to just walk through Nike, and that's all I was gonna say. You just walk through there and just try some stuff on, and I say, "Hey, say less, bro. You ain't gotta say nothing else." But I think that the way that recruiting works, man, and the different types of avenues that people can go through, I think is very dope. What Illinois can provide versus what USC can provide, or what Ohio State can provide, to the recruits and things like that. I think that's very dope. So just having conversations with these guys and just asking them about their experience in traveling and recruiting. So it's fun.
And you're at obviously Big Ten is Big Ten and SEC are the two biggest conferences right now. So it's good for you to kind of see those players before they even play on Saturday. And then if you remember them, you can follow them, and then some of them might make it to Sunday, right?
Exactly.
So it's good for you to kind of get a head start on those players when they come in. I don't know if they allow you to get autographs or pictures or what, but that's pretty cool though.
Well, one I just spoke with, and I cannot remember his name. It's slipping my mind right now, but he was just literally last year. I was talking to him, and he was thinking that it wasn't a recruit, an actual player, but he was thinking like, man, I don't know if I should stay one more year or if I should enter the NFL draft. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, man, just do whatever's in your heart, bro. That's all you can, just follow that, and then he's in the NFL now, you know what I'm saying? And I saw a clip. I think it's with Jacksonville. I saw a clip. He got a scoop and score touchdowns. Seeing stuff like that, I think is really dope too.
And, that's good that, first off, college players can even have that statement to say now.
Correct. Yeah.
Where I want to stay in school or go to the NFL. No, it always was go to the NFL because financially it wasn't lucrative to stay. But now in all these crazy NIL deals, these kids are millionaires before they even touch the Sunday field. So that's good though. I like that.
And let me ask you a question, because you know about this stuff more than me. Let me ask you a question. So what are they doing right now with this NIL situation now? Mid-season NIL or something like that, or like transfer portal? Excuse me,
transfer portals.
Transfer.
Yeah,
that's
correct.
What I'm talking about.
So to the listeners out there, there's usually two, I will say, major practices before the season starts. One of them is the fall ball, where it's right before the season starts. So that's what it's wintertime. So school's out, or not school's out, air quotes, but football's over. So you get to practice a little bit, see who's coming in. Spring ball is, all right, we got our players here. We're about to start this season. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get it cracking. So apparently there was 2 transfer portals. I didn't play when there was transfer portals. So apparently there were 2 times that you could transfer. It makes it very difficult where me and Aaron are about to do a podcast. We about to gear up for the season. And then Aaron go to another podcast right before we kick off. What? How is that fair? Because he was my starting. He run the show.
Yeah.
Now I have to scramble and figure it out, and hopefully somebody transfer to me. Now they eradicated that whole spring. You cannot transfer. So if you, whenever the season's over, they'll open up the transfer portal. Hey, the season's over. You had your season. You may be going to your senior year, or maybe you're a freshman, didn't play that much. Maybe the coaches were hard on you, or they weren't hard enough. That's the time when you can leave. So you get, let's say, half a year to get acclimated with the city that you're in, town, team, all that stuff. So I like it. It doesn't put programs and teams in bad situations, bro. You know, where they can just leave.
Yeah, I like
and try
that.
to poach people. So I like it. I don't have a problem with that.
I like that, man. Yeah, I didn't understand it, so I just thought I'd ask you, and you let the people know. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying? But
absolutely. It was cool. Like I said, man, hey, we ain't had none of this when I played. You could transfer, but you also had to transfer down. It was never up. So if you transferred up, and what do I mean by that? There's 3 divisions in football, basically. It's really 4 if you take JUCO, but 3 major divisions: Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. And there are a couple 1As in there, but Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. If you're a star athlete at Illinois who is a Division 1 and you transfer to a Division 2, you can play that next year, right? Because you went down a level, so you can play. But if you try to go up, you had to sit out a year. That stopped from the bigger teams, Division 1s, recruiting lower levels. It might be a Heisman at Division 2 killing it. You go pick that player and put him on your team. It stopped from poaching from the smaller schools. So you can get that player, just know he has to sit out a year and then he can play the next year. So that's what the rules used to be before transfer portals. Now it don't matter where you are, what school you at, what your class is. If you're a senior, super senior, COVID senior, 95 years old, you could transfer and then play that next year. So yeah.
Interesting. Well, welcome guys to the A Square Podcast, man. We happy to have y'all. We got a great show lined up for y'all. We might as well just go ahead and kick it off. Antonio, I think we should start with a little sit down, you know. Sometimes you have these interviews nowadays and they kind of just go all over the place and it's just kind of wild, right? So let's start with this one. Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club. Did you have a chance to listen to the interview yet? Have you seen, or did you just see the clips?
I have. Do you want to explain who Dame Dash is to the listeners who don't know what Dame Dash is?
Dame Dash is one of the creators of Rockefeller, Rockaware, and an era of hip hop that's pretty much unmatched. Him and Jay-Z.
Golden era.
It was a golden era. He was, and still is, a genius because they put up a master plan and they did execute the plan. You know what I mean? I'm talking about from movies, music, fashion, everything. They had it all going. Him and Jay-Z, and then it just kind of trickled down from there. They had Dipset. They had, I mean, a whole lineup full of people. You know what I'm saying? Freeway, Beanie Siegel, you name it. They had them all over there. It was a great run. In recent years, Dame and Jay, obviously, they went their own separate ways. People out there, y'all know about that. But in recent years, Dame Dash has kind of been, I would say, on a decline. Every time we see any type of news about him, it's about him bankrupt or business going down or bad business deals, you know, so on and so forth. And that's kind of what led us to this interview that we just had on just had on the Breakfast Club. The first one that they had was also a interesting one, but it wasn't as deep as this one.
And the first one was what, 6-7 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was crazy. It was still crazy, but yeah.
So you asked me how I felt about it. So to the listeners out there, Aaron just gave you some background on who Dame Dash is and what he's accomplished. I'm a quote guy. I love quotes. And so I'm going to quote Shannon Sharp. He says, productivity has to match production. Right? Like tolerance. Your tolerance for BS has to match your productivity. So you might have a person who be wilding out, but if they're selling the most, you're going to allow it. Right?
Yeah.
If they're wilding out and they not producing, you're not going to tolerate it at all. So I say all that because Dame Dash is that person where he's always went in those studios, kicking down doors, talking down to people, roasting people, talking about money, styling on them, saying I got a better idea, being the hustler, all that. But he was producing too. So
Yeah.
it's hard to argue against because it's like, yeah, he wilding out. Like he off his rocker, but I can't say nothing to him because he producing. This is 2025 though, bro. So he has all those same tactics, but he ain't producing. It's not good. It's not good. So that's the problem that he ran into with the Breakfast Club this time. That yes, we see what you've done in the past. You've produced. We can't argue with it. We've seen 6 years ago. You've produced, but it was on the decline. You talking crazy. Now you come in here talking crazy, and now the rabbit has the gun. So it didn't work. So that's how I felt about it. It just was kind of sad and like, come on, bro. Like you also have to evolve too as a person that, yes, that used to be you and you could talk like that, but now your reality has to set in. And what adjustments are you going to make now with those realities? So that's how I felt about DJ.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think that I think Dame went in there with a game plan that he was going to try to embarrass them. But what he also didn't understand is they play all day. So that's not that's not gonna work. And then it turns into now let me get angry, mad, and let me say I'll punch you in the face or whatever. But that doesn't work because, like I said, they play all day. So it's like he's shooting air balls, bro, and he's missing. He has some good quotes in there too. I like Dame. He got some quotes, and he called Charlamagne. He said, "You are gay." And
That's
he
the quote
said,
you like? That's crazy.
and because then he doubled down on it. He said, "You are gay." So, and it's funny because, if you do, for the people out there that listen to the Breakfast Club, they play gay all the time. So it didn't work, even though it's funny. You know what I'm saying? It
And
was
it's
another one that didn't
2025
work.
once again. What if you are?
It
It
doesn't
doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Compared to the 90s saying that now people are ready to fight, kill you, all that stuff, or it'll be shunned upon. It's
Yeah.
2025. Don't nobody care.
Harlem is down bad right now, bro. I don't know what's going on. Now, musically, Jim Jones is still putting out some good music. I'll give him that. But he started talking about Nas and that whole situation. That's not good. Then Puff is in jail. Harlem, and now Dame is running crazy like this. Harlem is, hey, Cam is the only one that's helping y'all out.
Cam
He's
and
the
Mace.
only one.
Cam and Mace, yeah.
Cam and Mace is the only ones helping them out, for real. And to that, actually, it's transitioned to another interview that happened. Adrian Broner, and they had him on It Is What It Is. Did you see the clip or did you see that whole situation?
No, I only watched the like 2 or 3 minutes of it.
Okay.
But Adrian Broner, to the listeners out there, is a I was gonna say retired boxer, but he's intermittent boxing. He's had
He's
a
saying
lot
that he's getting ready to, it was announced that he had another fight.
right,
That
but
was
that's
2
all I was
weeks
gonna
ago.
say. But before that, I would have been like, he's
Yeah.
retired because I haven't
Yes.
seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
But I think he's fighting to survive, not fighting for competition.
Yeah.
Right. So he's at a desperate situation. This podcast or other show, It Is What It Is, have a lot of athletes come on and talk about current news, talk about sports, talk about their journey, all that. So this isn't an outlier interview or guest. It's normal to them. So with that being said, Adrian Broner has a fight, like you just said. He came on to get his opinion on certain fights, the Canelo and Crawford fight, and he has a fight to promote. So it's a win-win. If y'all know Adrian Broner, bro, I would ask y'all to pause this right here
And go to YouTube.
and go to YouTube and type in Adrian Broner interviews. That's all you got to do. That's it. And he's gonna say some racist, sexist, outlandish stuff that make no sense. It's gonna be funny, but this is another one where your productivity is matching how you're acting, right? But now you're acting out of control and you're not producing at all, bro, at all. And you want to talk about kind of what he did on the interview?
Yeah, so to the people out there, essentially he came in there extremely drunk. I mean, it was drunk, drugs, whatever you want to call it, a mixture, whatever it is. It was clear from the very beginning when he first spoke. I said, this is going to get good. I said, this is going to be good. It's going to be entertaining for me, but it's going to be bad for him. I can see it immediately. So he starts telling Stat Baby, who is the host, Okay, he starts telling her, like calling her beautiful, didn't know you was this fine, da da da. And so it started off with like compliments, and then it started to like lusting. Then it turned to horny. Like, bro, you just horny out here for no reason, bro. Like, I've never just sat there just like, oh my God. Cam is sitting there like, all right, so yeah, so about boxing, he like, damn, I just want to like, but then he said, what, how much you weigh? I said, what is going on? Adrian Broner, put the dope down, bro. We got, at some point in life, you gotta lower the dosage of dope. That's what I'm gonna say, because they say don't quit cold turkey, because then you'll die. Like, so I really never seen a crackhead die. So I'm saying reduce the dope. Reduce it. Have you ever seen a dead crackhead?
What's the census on that? Yeah, like how many crackheads die each day? Like that's a good question.
It don't happen. I can take you where they at right now. They did the same thing today.
They don't know that.
They don't.
Dang, so, how many crackheads die a day? I don't know, man. That's a good question, dog.
It's
good question.
Slim to none. And if they do it by act of violence, it ain't gonna be by health conditions. You gotta think, bro. Everything in their body is dead anyway. It's like your car.
I ain't never seen a crackhead catch COVID. That's a fact.
A crackhead is like your car, bro. It's gonna ride till the wheels fall off.
Thriving. Let's get it.
But if you wash it, that's it, over with, bro. It's gonna die. Like, don't wash it. Don't do it.
Premium gas. What?
Don't do that, bro.
Never in life.
Don't give a crackhead water.
Yeah.
Don't give them water.
Give them like a poke bowl or something. Give them some fruit.
Orange pop. Give them one of them.
Filet mignon with a little escargot or something.
Dead. They're gonna die.
Yeah.
They're gonna die.
There's levels to it.
So dumb down the dope to Adrian Broner. But yes, it was all bad. And I totally agree with you. He used to be able to get away with all this stuff because he was on top of the world at one point. You know what I mean?
Tickets, you're right. Bringing the fight, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was actually, it started to become uncomfortable for me to watch him talk to her like that. So I'm glad that Cam did what he did and pulled full stop on it and made him leave. So I watched the whole thing. And when I tell you, Cam like said, I'm still finna pay you for he was like, I'm still finna pay you for your time. You still my guy. And he like, oh no, I ain't gonna do it again. I ain't gonna do it. He said, no, you already told you. So he's essentially just told him, hey, you could wait outside if you want to, but this is over. He went over there and took the mic. That is how you conduct your stuff. That's how you handle it professionally and still be cool. You my guy, I'm gonna walk you out, but
so professionally and as a man on treating a woman, right? Like you're not like, I'm a big, huge component on shooting your shot, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about on married men, women, nobody who's out of the rules, right? Like I'm just talking about if you find somebody attractive or you want to get to know them or whatever, I'm a shoot your shot, but you only get one. And I think that's where people don't know where the rules are. Shoot your shot, you miss, air ball, or she shoot her shot, whatever that is, you got to respect the rules based off of their response. They might hee and ha and you don't get an answer. That's your answer. No, I'm taking, I appreciate it. I'm flattered. That's your answer. Get away from me. Don't touch me. That's your answer. You can't keep going back and back and back. Now you crossing the line of disrespect. And what I saw was, like you said, it started off all flirty and all compliments. Then he started to disrespect. So good job for Cameron or whoever steps in. And women too. Women do that for other men too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's just, as a humanity, we gotta keep those foundations of rules in place, man.
Yeah, and that's Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby. She is great at her job, man. She is great at her job. So we can go that route, or
did he have an interview after that? Did he say what happened? Adrian Broner, did he, or just ain't nobody talked to him or heard from him?
We ain't heard from him.
I'm just talking about, did anybody fight? Because it's been a couple of days, so that's what I'm asking. I didn't know if somebody else talked about it. Okay.
Nope. Only Cam talked about it a little bit. Just that we can't have no disrespect. You got to keep things 100. You got to keep things respectful. You know what I'm saying, on the show. You got a lot of people watching, and that's unacceptable. So shout out to them.
Shout out to the Ducks, because get them out of here.
That's a fact. That was a fighter. You want to talk about another fight?
Talk to me, King.
Fight I missed.
What?
Fight
Tell the people why you missed it, bro. Why?
Because I was DJing, bro. All right. Let me let me fix that. I saw the fight, but
Okay.
I couldn't really watch the fight.
Right. It's like
I'm
in the background
DJing,
or something like
it's
that. I
on,
got
and
you. I
people
got
are
you.
around it, so I'm
Got you.
kind of
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
and, all
Mhm.
that. But,
Yeah. But you're
yeah,
working
Bud
though. You're
Crawford.
working.
Yeah, Ted Crawford and Canelo. And both great fighters, man. Both have a great track record. And this is the fight that I think that we all wanted to see, especially after he did what he did to Errol Spence. So, after seeing that, this is the fight everybody wanted to see. I'm assuming you watched it. Let me get your take on it first.
I did. So that whole day I've had events, man, or I was entertained. I was watching college football all day. There was a battle rap event, which we could talk about that fight too. It got spicy in there, and that lasted all day. And then I already knew that Saturday night I was going to get the Netflix special of Canelo and Crawford, man. So on East Coast, to all the people who are East Coast or even further than me, right? Even more to the right, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate East Coast time with a passion. I hate it, bro. It said it's going to start the event at, let's say, 7 or 8 p.m. I already know that means 10 p.m. for me. I already know. I chalked it up. The main fight did not start till 12:15 to those people out there. So a lot of people East Coast missed it, man, or fell asleep during it. But good thing for me, I was prepared to stay up and watch it. I didn't take a nap before, but I guess the adrenaline and what I've been doing all day, just watching events. I watched it, solid fight. You could tell who was the better fighter. And I think that's what people mix up, where in street fights, the bigger, stronger person and maybe more experienced person is going to win that fight in a street fight. Because they're usually, street fights are what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops?
If that, because it's
If
quick.
that.
People be tired.
Nobody's throwing more than 50 punches. You going to throw 10 and you want to connect 8 out of 10.
That's
if not, 8 out of 10 gonna get connected on you, right?
Yes,
or
sir.
People shooting, bottles, knifing you. So it's gonna be other equipment, but the event's only 2 or 3 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a street fight last more than that long. But in professional boxing, none of that shit. It's a percentage of mattering, but it don't matter. It don't matter, bro. So technique matters, strategic, the planning matters, your strength, your endurance, mental, positioning,
all of it, yeah.
conditioning, all that, luck. All that matters, right? So your rest, so all that matters, and we saw who the better fight was, DJ.
Yeah. From what I could see, it just looked like Terrence Crawford was just kind of. It's like he just outclassed him. He had every ability, you know what I mean, that you could possibly have in the ring, and Canelo just could not get. He couldn't figure it out. And shout out to him for saying that too. He said that, I tried everything I could. I just could not figure him out. The interesting part about that Canelo interview, and there's 2 interviews he had. We'll get to the next one. But yeah, the way they asked him about Mayweather, they said, now you fought Mayweather and you fought Terrence Crawford. Like, who would you say is better? And he was just like, it's Terrence Crawford. I could not do anything. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't have to chase him. He was fighting back. This was a fight. But I just couldn't do it. And I thought that was very interesting. A lot of these fighters are chasing the undefeated record. And, that's one of the things that I don't like about Floyd Mayweather, is that he made it to be undefeated, but he picked and chose the fights and when he was going to fight people. And now everybody is so worried about being undefeated that they're not taking the fights they should be taking, I guess I should say. So shout out to him for making this fight happen, because he's the draw. Canelo is the draw. He had, I believe, 150 million.
I saw probably after pay-per-view, but I know before it was like 110, 115 before.
Okay.
And then
Crawford
I'm sure they got
50,
another
right?
40, 50 after the pay-per-views, yeah. Or it's Netflix, so I don't know how many pay-per-views, but streams and stuff like that. So,
So,
but now next, if they fight again, it ain't gonna be that. They're gonna reverse that. I'm the champ.
I don't think it's a need for another fight.
I don't either. I'm talking about my wallet though.
Yeah, for sure.
I took the hit, Crawford. I'm Crawford. I took the hit. Only got 10, 15. You got 100.
That can't happen again. Yeah.
I just beat your ass and got all the belts. You think I'm gonna take 10 to 15 again if we fight? No, sir.
He still will take less.
Yeah, but
Canelo
now I'm
still
90.
is the draw.
No, he's not gonna get more than me though. I'm the champ. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
But who is the draw though? Who the draw?
We not fighting there. Don't even cut. I'm gonna sit down. Look, I'm gonna have if I'm Crawford, I'm gonna come. Hey, we supposed to fight? Cool. Have all the contracts laid out, and then I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk
See?
in, look at it. I want my lawyer to highlight how much I'm taking. All I'm gonna look at is the number. All right, I'll holler at y'all. Y'all good? All right. Peace, love. I love y'all, bro. And I'm walking out. There's nothing else to talk about. Nothing else. That
That's
number
it.
need to look like what he got, or if not more, because I'm the champ, bro. If not, well, hey, I'll retire. I'm good.
I
I'm not
think
taking
I
less.
think I think it's safe to say, looking at boxing as a whole, there isn't anywhere for either one of them to go at this point but to fight each other again.
And
There's
he moved
nobody
up 2
else.
classes, right? 2 weight classes.
And Bud went up 2 classes to fight him.
That's crazy.
So there is no, I mean, Canelo's not going to come down. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But I just don't think there's anybody else for either one of them to fight. Both of them have fought everybody. So at this point, it sucks for Crawford because he hasn't been able to make the bag like other fighters has. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, like, you just waiting on somebody to come up and then you'll fight them later, or what? Because otherwise, you kind of punching down at this point. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I guess we'll see. What else going on, brother?
So we will stay on the theme. I got one more fight
All right.
that happened over the weekend as well. To the listeners out there, I want to kind of talk y'all through something, and then I want to get how y'all feel about it too, right? So please let us know in the chat, let us know on YouTube in the comments. But I'm gonna ask you, DJ. Let's say, well, I don't want to use you. Let's say you hear about a scenario, right? So
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you the scenario. In battle rap, there are no rules, but there are rules. The rules are street rules. But in battle rap, there are no rules. So that's where people get mixed up. Okay. So I want the listeners to understand this is battle rap. There are street hood rules, but in battle rap, it's supposed to be a way, but people have morals, they have real life, right? So it gets construed. Aaron, let's say you heard someone's mother passed away, let's say 2 months ago, right? Would you take that as a touchy subject? Somebody's mother passed away, right?
Yeah.
I think anybody would, but
Yeah.
they passed away. So it's still fresh, right? You're still grieving. I mean, I could say 3 years ago when somebody could still be grieving, right? 10
Right.
years ago. So a couple months ago, that person's mother passed away. Do you think in battle rap, if somebody talks about their mother, there's going to be consequences for that?
Okay, so as a person, I would have a problem, and there would be a problem. But as a battle rapper, you got to let that go.
Okay.
That's just how I feel.
Okay. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. It's just
Yeah.
individually how everybody feels about it, right?
And it's
I want the
like you say, you're saying it's everybody is gonna feel different, and
that's why
everybody
we
go
want the
through things
listeners-
differently.
Right. And that's why I want the
Everybody go
listeners
through
to understand. But that person who says something about your mother technically would be wrong in the scenario. Like, you just talking about somebody's mom and you know it's fresh. It's right or wrong, but the consequences are the consequences, bro. Right?
That's right.
Cool. Now, let me add more to this story. What if the person who talked about your mother did something second? Because guess what? That person just talked about my dead kid's parent who just died. So that person talked about my kid's dead parent in battle rap. And then I said something about their dead parent. Who's wrong?
I mean, neither one. I mean, if it's battle rap,
Let's say you started it, right? You started it.
Yeah, you said it. You went this far, so now I'm gonna take it there.
Now I'm gonna take it there, right?
Sometimes people, you got to take it to hell, bro. If you ain't gonna go to hell, you got to go to hell. That's it.
And unfortunately, that's battle rap.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Somebody's talked about somebody's dead parent, their kid's dead parent, and then that person brought up their dead mother. And yes, it started a fight on stage. And so the internet's been buzzing around about it. And that's
They
the
was
part
mad
I
'cause they was styling on them, bro.
Yeah, but that's the part that I hate. It's like, man, I watch battle rap every day and it don't never make the news. And it'd be hell of creativity, great lyricism, good battles, no fighting, right? That don't ever make the news. But as soon as
Nope.
somebody do something like this, it's making all the channels.
It's
man.
everywhere.
So, I just want the listeners to understand that's battle rap, but what you're going to see and hear is going to be heinous. It's going to get ugly, bro. But hey, you got to have the stomach for it. So I just want to talk about that fight real quick.
Didn't Who else had a? Was it Murder Mook? Who else? Who else?
Yeah, Murder Mook versus Hitman. That was the
There you
main
go.
battle from that
And
fight that
Mook
happened. Yep.
watched him, right?
Yeah. I had Mook winning.
Yeah.
Definitely 2-1, winning 2 rounds out of 3, but I could understand why somebody feels like Mook won all 3 rounds. Yeah.
Where's Easy?
He about to fight. I said fight. He about to battle.
He about to fight Papoose again
Yeah.
tomorrow.
He about to battle again in a couple months. So, I'll bring it up next time whenever we get closer to it and stuff.
I got you.
Jay, let's talk about parenting, man. Like, where we at with parenting to the listeners out there, bro? You know, they always want to know about our personal lives and what we doing and what's going on. So, how are you doing on that front over there?
Man, I tell you, dealing with a 3-year-old, she can be right now, one of the trials and tribulations that we're going through is in the middle of the night, she's coming out of our room and crawling in the bed. And in the middle of the night, we both so tired that we have let her sleep in the room. And then what has happened with that is that now she's doing it every night and not just every couple of nights. So now we're trying to transition back to no, you need to stay in your own room all night long. Like, so now we're working on that. And then of course I got the 17-year-old who's basketball is every day. Basketball is life. You know what I'm saying? And we got our first college visit coming up now next month. So just dealing with that, man. Things is good. Kids is kids. What's up with you?
I like it, man, and continue doing what you're doing, bro. I know it's not easy. You know, being a father or being a parent to the listeners out there, that shit ain't easy. But you know, that's what we're here for. I'm with me dealing with actually his birthday's coming up, so about to have a 12-year-old. So I'm dealing with a person who says something, but their actions aren't matching what they say. And what do I mean by that, right? Like, let's say this isn't the scenario, but let's say my son said, "Hey, man, I want to get straight A's." Bet. Let me see. But they don't never study. And then they ain't doing the work. And then in class they kiki and ha-ha, right? Yep. Those actions don't lead to the straight A's. So that's what I'm dealing with, of trying to coach him through. Hey, whatever you want to do, I'm gonna support you, but I need to see the action. So when you talk about sports, right? He wants to play basketball. Okay, cool. When you dribbling, when you going to the court, when you doing this, you think 30 minutes a week is gonna get you there? It's not, right? I need to see everyday dedication or hours of dedication a day, and then you take a day off or something like that, right? Just a minimal. And I ask them that all the time. I say, how'd you get good at that video game? Well, I did this. Well, it sounds like, did you do that 10 minutes a day or 10 minutes once a week? No, you consistently kept practicing over and over and over, and then naturally time you got better. So you need to do that in everything that you say. So that's what I'm dealing with. But, you know, these are life lessons too that we all got to, you know, abide by.
Yeah, man. My son's gonna be 18, and he's 18 next month. He wants a tattoo. That's what he wants.
Okay, did he say what?
Yeah, it's like my mom, my grandma, his sister, and a couple other things on his arm, like little stuff as well. So he just wants like like certain memories and stuff like that he wants. Sure. So that's what we're going with, and yeah, just trying to keep it moving. You feel me? Just trying to keep it moving.
Get it, man. Get it. I get it.
What else is going on in the world, bro? Let me check my notes. I have some more. Yeah, I got another one.
All right, what you got?
Serious it up just for a minute. Charlie Kirk was a huge Trump supporter, one of the young people's voice for Republicans and the MAGA movement, so on and so forth. He was murdered. He was assassinated while giving a speech. There's been a lot of controversy since this has happened. So after he was killed, immediately they turned everything to politics. This is the left, you know, this is an extremist over here that just didn't want to hear the truth, so on and so forth. Which really is sad, bro, because it takes away the fact that he does have kids, he did have a wife, and he is a person at the end of the day. I think I'm getting really irritated with people arguing over politics, bro. If this is your view, then that's your view. We don't gotta die over it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta shoot nobody or kill nobody over this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff has been happening now because of words. And I want to say that words have consequences. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but that don't mean you're not going to get punched in the face. And that's what we're starting to see in politics. If you go to the floor you might have a situation where you run into somebody who might punch you in your face. Like, that's just the reality of it. No, nobody should die. I don't condone that. I watched a lot of his clips because I didn't know much about him. I watched a lot of his clips, and I can understand why people would not like him. And I can understand the people that, you know what I'm saying, that rock with him. But it was just interesting to me, the point in where he was shot. He was shot while just beginning to speak about guns and gun violence. He is very pro-guns. He's on the record for saying that if someone dies from gun violence, he's okay with that to protect the Second Amendment. When I hear stuff like that, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with people going and shooting up schools. Why are we not talking about that stuff more? And I think, again, we come on this platform and we've talked about it many times, Antonio. We've just said we've just become like, it's just in one ear and out the other ear when somebody gets shot or somebody gets assassinated or a school gets shot up. The same day that he got killed, it was a school, it was a shooting in Denver. You know what I'm saying? Then there was another one, but nobody is addressing those problems, and they keep talking about the politics. But I'm saying the youth, the kids, are being killed, and nobody wants to talk about it. So that's kind of where I kind of got stuck on that, man.
No, I agree. I would just say, for my opinion, I would argue for him, his ideology, and against his ideology.
Right.
For his ideology, this is still First Amendment. He didn't commit any crimes, right?
Correct.
So he just spoke his opinion or what he think is correct, right? So we should have those rights as Americans. Speak your piece. Also, as a society, you talked about my Toyota earlier, right? My grandmother could come back and say, Tonio, I need you to get a Bentley. I ain't doing it. And that's the only person I listen to. 100%. That's the only person I listen. What? That's the person I listen to, and I still ain't doing it, is what I'm saying. So just because somebody said something, why is that affecting me? I don't care what they talking about. They can say whatever they want. It's not going to affect my weather every day. Come on, man. So stop following people just based on what they're saying. Now I'm arguing against it. I believe in karma, bro. There's no way that I could say I'm the best fighter in the United States. Anybody want it can find out. And I say this every day. And then I walk outside or I go to a festival. People gonna test you. Oh yeah? You think it's sweet? And you gotta fight.
Yeah.
You're bringing that negative energy to you, bro. So those are consequences to certain things that you say, right? Like you said, words have value too, bro. They bring power, bro. Hey, man, fortunate circumstance, but as a unit, man, we let too many people, what their opinions affect us too much, bro. And it has nothing to do with our real life. Hatred and spewing that stuff, it is real. But at the same time, for real life situations, those people care about you too, right? And you worrying about some stuff that happened in Utah or whatever that is. Like, no, there could be school shootings here. What are we doing here to stop this, right? Are we making it safer? Are we making sure our kids are okay? That's what we need to be taking care of right here. So I hear you.
And the other part of it that I'll just say, and I'll leave it at that, is that read the room. We are living in a world where people feel like they can do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. So you could be in a room talking to 5 people, but it's going to be one person in that 5 that feel like they can do whatever they want to do, and that person might do something crazy. Every day I pray to stay away from crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because people are just out here wilding. So when you're saying these things, you don't know how that's going to really affect it, especially when you're talking about race in negative ways and then, you know, different things like the words have consequences, and
power to them. Yeah.
we just don't have that thick-skinned people like that. They ready to go. They ready to do whatever they want to do. They attacked the Capitol. When they do that, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was off of words, in my opinion. That was off of words. So, and we got senators being attacked now, being killed. Like, it's just crazy out here, man. So
yeah, let's spew some more love around instead of more hate.
That's a fact.
You know, spewing more hate, and this is coming from a person who watches battle rap every goddamn day.
Yeah.
But guess what? I ain't going out there doing what they saying.
That's a fact. You're right.
They selling, cutting, murdering,
I listen
doing
to all
crazy
that shit.
stuff. Every day I listen to it. But guess what?
I ain't selling it.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
That's
So
right.
it is what it is. Like, come on, man. So
That's
I'm with
right.
you.
That's right.
Quick, NFL is back.
Yep. Fantasy is
football's
good.
out, man. How you looking, DJ? What the season looking
I
like?
like my
How's
team.
fantasy going for you? What?
I like my team. We put up points. If you're gonna beat us, you're gonna have to put up some points if you're gonna beat us. So that first week,
Who's us? What are you talking about? Who's us?
My team.
Who's your team to the listeners out there?
Coles. Right now, it's called the Coles.
Okay.
Reason why is because we started on fire last year and we burn out. I gotta change my team name. Listen, yeah, I got beat on the week 1 by a sucker. And I ain't gonna say no names, but by a straight sucker.
I'm gonna make sure I tell him too. Yeah.
By a straight sucker. And he beat me off pure luck. And then won again in week 2 off some goofy stuff. Rooster's gonna come to roost for him though. I ain't worried about it.
That's a fact.
I'll let him talk right now.
Yeah,
I like my team though. And if anybody listen who's in the league, if you need a tight end, I can get you one. I can get you 1 or 2. I can get you 2. I got 5. I can get you 1 or 2.
To those people ever thinking about playing fantasy football or don't ever draft 4 or 5 tight ends, bro.
Don't ever do that.
This dude is
And then also, if you ever play fantasy football, don't ever play fantasy football with Tonio being the commissioner, bro.
That's great.
Don't ever do. He always gonna make sure that you get the first or second pick every year, but he always gonna make sure that them players get hurt every year. And then he competes for the championship or wins the championship.
Crazy,
he gonna make sure of that.
Damn, that's disrespect.
Or
man.
freeze the draft,
Crazy.
and then I can't draft, and I pick 5 straight tight ends.
It's my fault. Blame it on me. Colts are doing great. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. I don't like it. No, I still need to see some productivity from our team. But our team's always been solid, just inconsistent and bad quarterback play has hurt us. So right now we have good quarterback play. Doesn't mean that quarterback's good. He's just doing his job. And so everybody's stepping up. So I enjoy that. Fantasy football, my name is Duke is ass no Diddy. Duke know who he is, bro. But yeah, my team looks solid. Like I said, I think I'm 3rd right now. My team puts up points too, like you said, but all this don't mean nothing, bro. It's been second week, 30 people got hurt, and 5 or 6 of them was quarterbacks, right? So it doesn't matter. Even if you're 2-0 or 0-2, the season's still not over. It just began. Hang tight in there to those people out there. But I like it.
So Thursday night football, you watched Miami and who is it? Miami and
the Bills.
Buffalo, yes.
Yep.
Thoughts on Miami, and is this over with?
I think this was a trap game. They should have won Thursday night. And I even said it before because I'm like, they came in the game 0-2, going against a 2-0 hot team, previous MVP. This was the game for them to win. They did all that for 3.5 quarters. They stepped up. They stepped up to the plate, executed well, and then they just showed you why they're a bad team. That last second half of the 4th quarter showed you why. So, yeah, I think it's over. I think, though, they just have to rebuild now. And I think they were still living off of, okay, we got these superstars at other places, and they came here. Yeah, but that was like 4 or 5 years ago, and y'all didn't do nothing then. Now they're getting older. Teams are gearing up who are better now than when they were worse when you brought those players in, and those players just aren't producing, right? Or it might be a new change for a different quarterback, coach, receiver, all that. Just blow it up and restart over. So I think that's where they're at right now, DJ.
And I think some of the stuff that they're doing is just weird. Like, Tyreek Hill is going through a divorce. He's going through some things. Why are y'all publicly talking about, well, yeah, we have to take his captain off, so he's not a captain anymore. Then why is Tua going out there saying, well, I don't have to just throw 80-yard passes all the time. I could throw other passes. Like, why are y'all doing all that in the public eye? When teams start doing that to me says that they're done. That to me says that they're all kind of done with each other. You know what I'm saying? The coach, he's getting outclassed. Tua is not throwing great passes. And Tyreek Hill, I really don't know what's going on, because usually all he got to do is just get past anybody. He's faster than everybody on the field. I'm seeing him get open, and I'm seeing him not get the ball, and then I'm seeing him be pissed off. And you know what? When that happens, that's not good as well. So Yeah. So
Understand.
they had a chance, you know.
Lastly, man, what you been watching? Anything that's
Charlie
been
Sheen,
out? Charlie Sheen, okay. What's that on? What platform is that on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
So Charlie Sheen, man, you know, once the biggest star in Hollywood. But in watching this documentary, I want y'all to go and watch it. It's great. One thing I just want to say, it's not a spoil or anything like that. One thing I just want to say is shout out to his dad, bro. His dad was with him every step of the way through everything that he went through. His dad was there to help put him on. Even when he went in to audition for, you know, different shows or whatever, he's showing up doing stupid stuff. He help him out again. If he can't get this role, all right, well, let's try this. And then also telling him, like, yo, you got to slow down. You know what I mean? Like being there every single step of the way. I thought that was very dope. So that was my biggest takeaway outside the gate. So I mean, all right, this is not a spoil. But Antonio, can I ask you a question? You in law enforcement. You deal with crackheads. Let me ask you a question. You deal with crackheads every day.
I deal with crackheads every day as well.
Every day. Let me ask you a question. Do you think crack can make you gay? Do you think if you do a little crack,
I can't answer that.
You might want to give a crack?
I can't.
How does that
I can't answer it, and I even don't want to answer that, even if I did. That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Well, for my own sake, I'm going to say that crack does not make you gay. I'm going to say that you were already gay, but you didn't want to be gay, so you did some crack, and then you got high, and now you got gay. You did some gay things.
And you blame it on that, or no?
And you blaming it on the crack. That's what Charlie Sheen did.
Kudos to him. Hey,
watch the doc. It's very good. It's very entertaining. He's still the same entertaining guy.
How many episodes?
It's a whole one. I binge watched it, so I watched the whole thing. So I think it's all
like
one.
8, 5.
No, it's only I think 3.
Okay, 3. I've been watching Chief of War,
and I'm still not done. I'm only on the first half.
Yeah, I've been watching Chief of War. I think that's on Apple. Great story. I think that's the one with Jason Momoa. They filmed in Hawaii. It's pretty good. I would say F1 came out, so I think that's streaming now. So I would say check that out. And then me and the wife, man, went to go see The Long Walk. Go see The Long Walk.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty solid too, man. So, yeah, it's about to be wintertime, so it's gonna be some more movies dropping in the fourth quarter. So
we went to see Conjuring.
Okay, yeah, Conjuring. I haven't seen that yet. Okay,
went to see that. Yeah, it was good, and it was a good way to close it out.
For sure. Okay,
you'll like that.
So there's some things out there, man.
Yes, sir. So listen, guys, asquaredpodcast.com. I am DJ A-Ron. That's Cornbread 1016. Make sure you guys click and subscribe. We here, man. We ain't going nowhere. You know, it's 228 episodes, man. We ain't going nowhere. We're not stopping.
I like it. Go Illinois State, bro. Come on, man.
And Antonio, man, what do you always tell the people, bro?
Go Illinois State. 2-1. Shout out to them. Shout out to them Colts. I got to take my wins because we've been hurting for the past couple of years. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us. We're gonna start working on some more interviews. DJ, keep cooking. I know those are wins, bro. You know, count those
all day.
We got a trip coming up. And I'm not wearing any shoes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. For 6 years, I've told you to keep your shoes by your feet. I don't know if I'm gonna have any shoes. I'm gonna have socks though. That's it.
No, hey man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
All right, I'll be waiting on the story. I'm gonna be Aaron, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It'll have you stuck outside with one shoe
in the cold.
Socks wet.
It's cold as hell, boy.
It's cold as hell.
Lost key.
Uber said, no, I ain't got it. Didn't even look.
Ran out of gas. You an Uber run out of gas.
Unbelievable. What a story, man. What a story.
Yep. But
so until next time, y'all, I am DJ A-Ron, Cornbread 1016. Y'all keep your shoes by your feet. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace.